What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Now, for you brothers out there that have ever been married, or if you've been under child support, I feel bad for you, and this is the reason why I'm glad that God made me ugly, because I never have to worry about this shit. I could just continue looking like a goddamn mongoose and continue being rich. But I want to talk about brother Jesse Williams, okay? Now he's light skinned, all right? Shout out to the brother. And he was married to Aaron Drake Lee. Now, when I first saw them as a couple family, I'm gonna be real, they don't look equally yoked. She looked like she should be with somebody like me, and he looked like he should be with some white supermodel, all right? Which is what ended up happening, right? Now, what happened a lot of times is, we don't want to talk about it, when we are dating out of our league family, especially when it's women, you only really see it if the man is broke, all right? And I'm talking about this because many women feel that Jesse Williams is an attractive man. A lot of brothers would not really feel that Aaron Drake Lee is the most attractive woman. Now, she is decent looking. You know me, I'm thirsty. So she all right for me. But if you look at them as a couple, it's like, what was going on here? They together? Because obviously with a guy that is like him, he could do a lot better. The problem was when they met, he was a school teacher and she was a New York real estate agent. So she was tricking on Jesse Williams, right? And a lot of ladies in the black community end up doing stuff like that. They end up getting a guy that don't look, don't make the kind of money that they do, but he might be looking all right or whatever. But what happens is that once he gets on and he don't really need you to support his lifestyle no more, his ass is out. And I tell any lady that listens, understand my voice right now, if you are with a dude that's broke, but if you felt like if he had a lot of money, he wouldn't fuck with you, you want a lot of trouble if he hit the lottery. And Jesse Williams hit the lottery in Hollywood. And he did so by performing, he was a doctor on Grey's Anatomy. Now, of course, he didn't just leave her right away, family. You know what I'm saying? He stayed with her. Booty clapper sounds. And, he gave her 2 babies. All right. And, but at a certain point, he was like, listen, I don't feel like dealing with your dusty ass no more, okay? It's these white girls out here that really want me and these other models and stuff. And you over here wearing sandals. I got to get up out of here. So he divorced her, and he was, giving her $40,000 a month, and she was all mad, like, sad music. Oh, you're going to leave me? You're going to leave me? And he was like, well, listen, baby, you're already like, look at me, look at you. All right. But anyways, he left her. Once he left her, everything was cool. He was dating models. He's dating black women. He's dating white women. He's dating everybody. But what happened is that, well, she was getting $40,000 a month. And she was like, well, shit, I don't need to be a real estate agent no more. I'm getting $480,000 a year from him. So I'm going to basically, get his money and go deal with Pookie down the block who ain't got nothing but no good D, right? But what's happened is this. Jesse Williams is now broke because he's no longer making that kind of money on Grey's Anatomy. All right. So, because in 2019, I'm talking about he's making $6.2 million a year. All right. And about another $183,000 in residuals. But since he left the show, he said he's he's in a place. Stop the show. Bro, how you go from making $6.2 million to a goddamn church play called Take Me Out? Making $1,700 a week. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Who goes from a $6 million to a, just stop. All right. Now, he is now asking the court to reduce the child support. Okay. Because this reduction in income is bad. Now, his wife is not having that. His ex-wife is not having it. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, she's still pissed off, family. She pissed off because once you got on, you stopped messing with her. You went for those good looking chicks. Okay. But now your money is gone. Them girls is gone. And now you're down doing these goddamn church plays. She want her get back, bro. Okay. And she is saying, listen, your ass shouldn't have quit that job on Grey's Anatomy. You shouldn't have lost the show. That's your fault. I still need my $40,000 a month. Now, she ain't been working. She been spending his money. Okay. But let me just say this. Okay. And I want brothers to understand this. Alpha Male Strategies, a good buddy of mine here on YouTube, he appeared on a podcast. I forgot what these guys called. These brothers in Atlanta. All right. I forgot what these guys are called. But anyways, he was there. Okay. The roommates. The video did very well. 726,000 views. He says, you know what? A lot of guys, you get with somebody and they don't have shit. You don't have shit. It's okay for the time being because you ain't got nothing. But you ain't got no prenuptials or nothing in the midst. What happens when you then get something? Okay? And now you got something to lose. And see, like this is a good point. Now I want to talk about this because so many men don't understand this point. Now let me kind of get what I'm talking about. When Jessie Williams was dealing with Aaron Drake, maybe, he really liked her. She was taking care of him, and he was using her as a come up. And it's not just men who do this, women do it too, right? But think about it. He didn't know he was going to get on as fast as that. Okay. But now let me talk about this. Now that he got on, you got rich. Okay. And now you paying child support. You didn't really want to be with her. And when you think about it, you knew that you didn't really want to be with her. Okay. Like if you really be honest, if you looked at who he's dating now, the kind of women he dates now, none of them look like her. I don't want to tell guys like this. Hey, listen, just because you don't have anything, just because you need to fill in a relationship, just don't settle for what you consider to be less. Now, women have no problem telling each other, don't settle for less. I'm going to tell you like this. If you feel that your abilities and where you're making strides in your life, because a lot of times what happens with men, especially black men, you don't really give yourself credit for how you're moving. Okay? You're not giving yourself credit for how you're moving. You're moving in a different direction and you're making incremental steps. Now, nobody's going to go ahead and give you no props for that because you ain't got the, the Range Rover and all the nice stuff, but you're moving in that way, right? Now, you go ahead and get married to somebody that's really not on your level or somebody you don't like. You give them some kids. And then once you get there, now that same person's going to be like, well, shit, I want to be down for the ride too. And maybe Jessie Williams thought he was going to have more opportunities from missing Grey's Anatomies, and he's not. So that 40 grand a month that you could have specifically kept and reinvested, maybe you could have started your own studio. You could have did something else. Now you're broke. So, and people are saying that you quit that job so you ain't got to pay child support. This is why men got to really, 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 really think about your futures. Do not, brothers, just get with somebody that you just don't want at the time. Because when you start getting money and you start getting paper and you start getting opportunities, hey, you're going to have access to other women that you might not have had before. You might not know if she's the one. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first company at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.